Okay, well, my name's Kathy McHugh, and I own and operate Kathy's Bakery. I started going to the market when I was 16 with crafts. I used to do crochet, stuff like that. I always went to the Orillia Fall Fair with baking and entered it in the contests. And I remember one of the mayors of Orillia, he told me that I should be taking my butter tarts to the market. And I said, well, everybody's got butter tarts at the market. And he said, yeah, but not like yours. So I started going to the market with butter tarts. And the next thing you know, it was, can you do this? Can you do this? Can you do this? And within like a couple of months, I had a full-fledged business going with pies and tarts and cookies and loaves and squares and everything and anything. When I was driving cab, I loved driving cab, but unfortunately I was in 2 car accidents. Neither were my fault. So the last car accident that I was in, I got a little settlement, enough to buy this house, and I thought, why not turn my dream into a reality? So that's what I did. The paper went over to interview guys doing the work over there, and they all sent them over here. Right. They said, go see Kathy. She feeds us. We love her. They helped me in so many ways. I mean, I was good to them. I would be up at 4 o'clock in the morning making coffee and muffins, so they'd have nice hot muffins when they come in at 5:30, 6 o'clock. And in return, they did things for me. Like, this is my love. I don't just think of them as customers. I think of them as a friend. And they're so supportive of me. And I love it because everybody that comes in is happy, and when they leave, they're happy.
Yeah, living 3 doors away from her is really tempting because the food, the baking is phenomenal. It's been great. I don't have to bake anymore because I just request Kathy and Kathy bakes anything I want. It's one person. And when you walk in the door, she's always got a big smile on her face. She's always welcoming. She doesn't rush you. And if you have a special order, like my husband can't have peppers, so if I want chili or something, she will put a pot aside without the peppers in it. And if I want potato bacon soup or something, Kathy, she'll make it. I've tried a lot of baking places, but knowing it's all natural, all made from scratch is fantastic.
I have a lot of, especially men, come in and tell me that, oh, I had this and it tasted just like my grandmother used to make, or just like my mom used to make, and that makes me feel good because I use a lot of my grandmother's old recipes. So to keep that homemade, old feeling alive makes it all worthwhile.
I spent a lot of time here when I was a kid. My mom used to drop me off a lot to hang out here with her. One of my earliest memories is probably making tarts with her. When I was younger, I was like 6 or 7 years old, and we made mini tarts together because she was always making tarts, and I wanted to learn how to do that.
And she wanted to raise money for the Heart and Stroke Foundation. I was so proud. We set up a jar in here in the bakery, and she hit her goal, no problem. But yeah, she was always doing little things like that.
She showed me the butter tart recipe once. I don't remember it. We have all of the cookbooks I'm not allowed to have until way later on in life. And she has also forbid me from continuing the bakery when I'm older.
And I remember she always wanted to take over the bakery sometime. Like when she was little, I got pictures of her making the little mini tarts and stuff. But I always told her, no, you want a career, because this is not like it used to be in the 80s, where you could actually make a good living. Like I make enough to pay the bills. That's about it. There's not really any vacation time or new clothes or anything like that. It's a job. That was a crazy time. I mean, I didn't have Viktoria for very long at that time. And so we went out to the market to make money. And while we were gone, somebody broke in And I don't know how, but they found my hiding place because she needed braces at the time, and they were like $5,000, and I was saving up for them, and I had about $1,300 or $1,400 hidden away where I thought nobody would find it. Well, they found it, and they went through my whole entire house. I mean, every door was open, every drawer was open. It was just the most uneasy feeling ever.
We had never had any issues like this before. So when we came home and I saw how upset my grandma was, obviously that made me upset. But like the overall situation, I didn't really fully understand what was happening.
Somebody got a hold of the Orillia Today and told them about, me getting broken into. So they came and did a story on me and Viktoria. I had to call them back, I think it was 3 days later, and said they had to do a follow-up story because I couldn't believe people were just stopping in the bakery and throwing $20 bills on my counter and giving me envelopes of money, and it was unbelievable. And then at the end of that day, a dentist came in and offered to do the braces for free. I mean, where else does that happen?
Well, considering it took maybe 5 hours for somebody to contact us about doing an interview and like something for the paper to get it out there, it definitely showed me that the community cared a lot about my grandma and her business and how hard she works towards helping the community and all that.
I'm Omer Lavoie. I'm in charge of the vendors. I find the vendors, I do the publicity for the craft show, the Jarrett Christmas craft show and the Jarrett Spring craft show. Kathy, I've known Kathy for a number of years. She's well known. Like I said, I told someone that she's the best baker in town, and the lady didn't recognize it. Oh, Kathy. So right away, her name is out there and so on. It's home baked. That's what it is. It's home baked. It's not mass produced and so on. So you have to be there early or you're out.
Well, my goal right now is to get Viktoria through nursing school. She just started the nursing program. So if I can get her through the nursing program and keep paying my bills, and I'm happy. Everything I do now is kind of for her future.
I mean, she is getting older. There's only so much she can do. And she used to give absolutely everything to this bakery in the sense of spending insane amount of hours baking for the Butter Tart Festival, doing it all by herself, and then going to these shows for 13, 14 plus hour days. It's a lot. So I think everyone's respected the fact that she's cutting back a bit because it's just too much. And even still, I think she's giving too much. Because she does work some pretty crazy hours in here.
Well, in 20 years, I'll be 86. So if I'm still in here at 86, I'll just be happier than a pig on a lark, I tell you. And it's funny because when I was 16, I was told by a psychic that when I was an old lady, and I don't think I'm old yet, but it's already started happening, but I'll have young people coming to me for advice. And that's already been happening, so, yeah, I just feel good all around.